Da 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 da. Hey. Da 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 da. Brian ko baby yenti dede. Yentu fa sanene. Make we spread that love, make it tell it. Obi amumu we no go bele. Let's take it slow. As we stroll down the beach, love is sweet, oh. It makes the strong man feel sorry.
Wow. Highlife.
When I look into your eyes,
My goodness.
I feel so fine.
Baba.
And will you promise that forever you will be mine? Yeah. I want
This
to own your
is
heart.
post-Christmas
I
celebration,
want to play this game.
and we are chilling with Brenya. My goodness. Pampana,
Yenya go be
pampana,
Yenya go be
pampana,
Yenya go be
pampana. Right. We are here with Brenya, Highlife musician. Post-Christmas celebration, the country seems so tensed, and we basically we can't kill ourselves. Yeah. So and then Brenya Edin Komo, we are just here to interact with him, know his background and all that. Brenya, welcome to Talk to Solomon.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks for having us, myself and Kofi Strings. So.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I hope so. Better than me,
and they say your time no seeker.
And kind of is because yeah. He's good. Brother, welcome. Let's just talk to Solomon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sure. Brenya, so what's your real name?
Kwasi Brenya Baah.
Kwasi Brenya Baah.
Kwasi Brenya Baah.
Okay. And where are you from? Your parents?
I'm Bono from Tichiman. Both parents are also Bono. My mom is from Tichiman. My dad is from Chia. Chia is a town, a bit about 20 kilometers to Sunyani from Tichiman.
Yeah, I know travel.
Yeah, so that's where my dad is from.
Okay.
And then, so I'm 100%
Bono. I see.
100% like.
But you lived in Sunyani?
Yes, I've lived at a lot of places because I was actually born in Sunyani.
Okay.
But when I was one, I wasn't
a year old.
Yes, when I was a year old, my mom was transferred to Kentampo.
Okay.
Where she was a professional teacher.
I see.
So she was transferred to Kentampo, and then we were at Kentampo till I was 9 years.
Okay.
And then we were transferred back to Sunyani.
Okay.
So at Sunyani I schooled, basic school, and then so like I was in class 3 then. So class 3 all the way to JSS, and then after JSS, SS, Prempeh College.
Okay.
So it was Kumasi. So Prempeh College, even though at Prempeh vacations I would either stay in Kumasi or I would go to Sunyani, but I was like Kumasi, and then from Prempeh to KNUST.
Okay.
So Prempeh 3 years, KNUST 4 years. So that means 7 years in Kumasi alone, and then before I graduated from KNUST 2, I was coming to Accra.
Okay.
Because I had to. Maybe we will get to that. There's a reason why I decided to actually come to Accra. But then from 3rd year, I started coming to Accra because my brother was in Accra at the time, Tema. So no, at the time he was living at Nungwa. Nungwa, so that was where I was. And then from Nungwa, then we moved to Tema, and then but even in Accra, I've lived at so many places where Charlie. So basically that's in a nutshell, that's just
A bit of background.
My background.
Okay,
yes.
so you have some siblings?
Yes, I have 2 siblings. Okay. And I have a lot of step siblings.
I see.
Yes.
On whose part? Your
my dad.
Okay.
Because my dad was an only child, you know, so I think when he was younger, his parents advised him to, you know, expand his territories. So my father actually had a lot of kids. I hear we are about 17.
Wow.
17, and I don't think I know all my siblings, no, because there are those who are way senior than me, and I'm not sure I've ever met them.
Okay. And you don't fear that you might probably meet one of them, a lady, and get in contact with her with her. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean, but maybe so maybe that's why I mean, it's, you know, it happens. But then I think even when you trace all of us, you know, we might merge at a point, you know, but I don't think I would know. Because maybe there might be a resemblance or a name, but it's a possibility, because 17 is quite a number, you know. 17 is huge. Akwana boy Juma.
Now what's about boy Juma?
Oh, you see, and I think my dad was expecting me to take the mantle from him, because my name is exactly my father's.
Okay.
And he didn't even add junior to it.
Okay.
Kwasi Brenya Baah. He was also Kwasi Brenya Baah.
Okay.
Yes, so it's like maybe he's expecting me to, you know.
Oh. So if you were to take after your father, how many? Because
no, you must after my father, then the son must be greater than the father. So maybe I should be
22.
I should 22, or I should just multiply by 2 and go to 34. But I mean, we will see. I don't have any plans of doing that actually, but you never know. Never say never.
Yeah. Sure. So your mom, I'm interested in your mom's story. She went to Kintampo as a teacher. She came back to Sunyani.
She came back to Sunyani, but then before she came back to Sunyani, she had gone back to school.
Okay.
She was a teacher, but then she went on study leave. So she went on study leave to Legon School of Performing Arts. You know, so like that was the transition between, because eventually after university she didn't go back to teaching. She became a broadcaster. Yeah, she worked with Ghana Broadcasting Corporation for
Sunyani
branch, at the time, Radio BAR.
Yeah.
But even before Radio BAR, she worked for Sky FM.
Oh really?
Sky,
I never knew.
Oh yeah,
that she did Sky FM.
Yeah, she did Sky. At the time she was still in school, so vacations she would come, and then they were the pioneers, you know.
Yeah,
I forgot something.
Yeah.
There was this lady, Afia Benewa.
Yes.
My mom was there before Afia Benewa.
Oh, okay.
Back then,
I think their time they had solid programming.
I mean, you see, it's always the large numbers that mess up everything, because at the time, etiquettes of broadcasting were respected, of journalism were respected. Like, even though it was hard to get on radio, you know, and when you have the platform to it, like the feeling was everyone was listening to you, because I think at the time Sky was the only station, FM station in even the whole of Bono and Half.
Yes, I think
the first station in
the first station was Citizen FM. You know, there was a guy. He started. I think he was a radio repairer.
Okay.
So he came up with Citizen FM.
And he could transmit. It was playing songs. I remember. Yes, that you could tune in and get some. Yes, I remember.
So your mom
this wasn't like official.
It wasn't official. Yeah. So your mom did Sky FM, came to Radio BAR.
Came to Radio BAR after the station was set up, and then she was employed, and she worked there for quite some time before she was transferred to Kumasi.
Garden City
Radio Kumasi, and she was in Kumasi for about 6 years, I think, before she went on retirement. And so, you know, even though at the time she was in Kumasi, I was in Accra, but then I used to go to Kumasi for a lot of reasons, because I was recording with Pivizel before he moved to Accra, so I would always go to Kumasi if I wanted to record. And then my mom was there too.
Okay.
And she was living with my little brother, my junior brother Kweku,
okay,
at the time. So it was like, you know, that was
And your mom was popular in Sunyani. How did you take that popularity?
You see me like it never. You see, it was very normal. You know, it didn't feel different.
Okay.
It didn't feel different. It was, you know, like you would walk with your mom and mommy, and then it became mommy banyu. Because I remember in school, anytime I went to the office to pick up something and the headmaster was there and there was a visitor, and then the headmaster would call me and say, uni makoda we, mommy banunu, I can't ponsa banunu, and then you go like, ni mama sa bro. He was an old one, so you know, his diction was a bit different. So say, ni mama sa bro, and so it was like I knew people knew my mom, but it wasn't any different. Like it didn't change anything.
Okay,
it was how we related prior, and then after it was the same thing, you know. So
I see.
I
see. We will come to when you decided to. I know you went to KNUST. Why you chose to do music? You know, are you now practicing with your computer science?
I've never practiced with
computer science. We'll come to that. Let's enjoy one tune, then we'll come to computer science and all. So which one are you giving us?
This one is Kelewele.
That's my favorite.
Kelewele.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
A lot of people love this song, but when I released Kelewele, I wasn't able to
promote it
for. I mean, maybe we will come to that. Reasons why I wasn't able to promote Kelewele.
Sure.
So, but I mean, you love Kelewele, right?
Very much.
Yeah. Show me by hand if you love Kelewele. Let me see you by hand if you dey feel Kelewele. Show me by hand if you love Kelewele. Mami uno unsa se u fili Kelewele. Kelewele debi, Kelewele debi. Kelewele de jump paso, Kelewele de jump, Kelewele de bi, Kelewele de bi, Kelewele de jump paso, Kelewele de jump, yeah, he de bi, whoa, he de bi. Yeah, it be, Bobo, it be. Is it because of the ginger? Is it because of the pepper? Me, I don't know. Is it because of the ginger? Is it because of the pepper? Me, I don't know. Is it because of the pepper? Is it because of the sururisa? Me, I don't know. Is it because of the saute? Is it because of the coconut? Hey, Kelewele debi, Kelewele debi, Kelewele de jump paso, Kelewele de jump, Kelewele debi, oh, Kelewele debi, Kelewele de jump paso, Kelewele de jump. Kelewele, I know for Kelewele, we are kete, Kelewele, we are kete, Kelewele, I know for Kelewele, we are Kelewele, Anopa, Kelewele, Oria, kelewele. Now my chikwa, kelewele. Kelewele, baby. Kelewele, baby. Kelewele, the jump. Kelewele, the jump. Kelewele, baby. Oh, kelewele, baby. Kelewele, the jump. Kelewele, the jump. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. What came to mind when you were writing Kelewele? Because I mean,
this question so many times.
Yeah. What really came to mind when we were writing Kelewele?
You see, first off, like when it comes to music, comes very easily to me. Like I'm a creative.
Okay.
My brain is kind of like hyperactive when it comes to
music,
creativity. Okay. Not music alone, but it's like, so I can be talking to you right now, right? And then you would say something. Or I am saying something, but then maybe how you react would trigger something in my mind, and then I would pause for a second, and then I would forget what I was talking about, and I'll come, oh, Charlie, I'm listening.
Okay.
So like you can ask, everyone close to me knows, I can be very
creative.
Like no, it can be very frustrating when you're talking to me, because I will be talking about anything seriously, but then the next minute I've forgotten what we are talking about.
But meanwhile you were thinking of something.
Because my brain just went to some different thing. You see, and it's been like that.
Like you were in a trance, or you were in a trance.
No, it's not in a trance. It's the brain. You see, so I put it this way. I always say, my brain has a mind of its own.
Okay.
You see, it's like it's like But I think I have a. Basically, I think that's how creatives function. Like
So to the question, what were you thinking about?
So Kelewele, you see, I went to, at the time there was a friend, his name is Kufio.
Okay.
Kufio teaches he used to record with Senyo when he was at Cape Coast University. Okay. So he came to Senyo. So I think he's a teacher now, but he still does music. So when he's on vacation, he comes around, records a bit, and he plays the guitar. So me, I was even outside. I wasn't in the house, and then I went to him and he was just strumming some chords on his guitar. So I started just singing anything. So I was singing some love, some love thing. Then I was like, no, let me change the story. Let me say something different. Okay. I was like, what? And then Kelewele came to mind.
Okay.
You see, like Kelewele just came to mind. So I said, okay, then let me sing about Kelewele. Okay. So I started. So that was there. So like I created the song. So after me just practicing and then singing along to his drumming, we went, Kufio and myself. I had a performance at Chalewote Festival.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was Liquid Beats played the keyboard. Okay. And Kufio played the guitar.
I see.
And then I sang Kelewele before the song was even recorded. Yes. So I mean, it wasn't like it was something I'd planned on doing. It wasn't.
Okay. Yeah. And did you have in mind you performed at Kelewele? Or so you had it before? Sorry, Chalewote. Do you have tourism in mind when you were thinking, when you were writing? Or I mean, Kelewele came to mind. Because Kelewele, we know, is one of our.
Yes, Kelewele is like maybe one of our most popular indigenous snacks. Yeah. So it was, at the time. It was because I felt like it was a song like this lady's song, you want Chaka Chaka Unkomoti. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I wake up every day. She was basically singing about a drink that I think in Ghana we would call pito. You see, but that was what the song was about. You see, so after singing and then, well, you see, I can say Kelewele, I can be saying Kelewele, but then as a creative, I might be singing about something different. Because I remember even when I released the song, you called and you were asking me, so the Kelewele, are you trying to sing? Are you singing about the Kelewele itself, the food or something else?
Yeah, because you in the song you mentioned Anopao, Dawn, whatever.
But
Kelewele is that oily. Nippon person be dinner how much?
Oh,
there's some
crazy
people.
I was in the studio, and around 10 p.m., some guys came. Like some guys I know, they came around. They were talking. So, oh, Chalina, where did you guys go? So, oh, we went to buy Kelly Willy at 10 p.m. We are going to buy Kelly Willy for someone in the house.
Okay.
It will take about 30 minutes to get to the house.
Okay.
10:30, but the person had ordered for Kelly Willy. So it's like Kelly Willy. For me, I know how much people love Kelly Willy. So that was the vibe. I didn't have any,
Okay. Any ulterior motive?
No. It wasn't one of those songs. It wasn't one of those songs.
I see. So you went to UST, KNUST. Which year was that?
KNUST.
And when did you complete?
Oh, I completed tech a long time ago. And I did computer science, 4 years computer science, but you see, and then at the time we graduated, our department had an MOU with SNIT.
Okay.
So let's say about 40% or close to 50% of my course mates were actually like right from school recruited to do a national service at SNIT, and then all those who went were actually
picked,
employed, kept after,
Okay.
But I went for the training, I think the first day, and I just didn't, because I didn't want to. Music is very powerful. It makes you, it's not music, it's art actually. That's why you would see someone says, oh, artists or musicians. Generally speaking, musicians don't make a lot of money. Musicians do, the ones who are successful, but if you check the number of successful musicians as to the ones who don't become, but it's like art fulfills you, and it's only artists who understand each other, because it will be difficult for me to explain to somebody who is not an art person that, oh, you had the opportunity to go to, let's say, SNIT, and you didn't because you wanted to pursue your music career, but any creative would understand, because people are even down worse than I am. But for me, like, I had to just
quit.
Yes, and even it wasn't even SNIT. I didn't go to SNIT for national service, and then eventually I ended up at a place called E-Services.
Okay.
And at E-Services, for 6 months, I was a call agent.
Okay.
For Tigo.
I see.
Yes, for Tigo, and it's one of the most hectic things I've done in my life. Because you would think talking is not a job, but try talking when we used to go on 12-hour shifts. And when you are on a 12-hour shift, you have, I think, an hour and 30 minutes break. So it means for 10.5 hours, you are talking. And Tigo is a very busy network. So constantly, especially if you did day, it was tiring. Like you would log in at 7, and the calls, if you are behind your system,
customers calling.
Yes, you are behind your system with your headset and mic, and if you check the calls in queue,
okay,
as at 7 a.m. in the morning, trust me, like about 500 is extreme, maybe 100, but then it keeps on adding as the day goes by. By 12, 1, 2, 3, that's peak time. And then, but when you did night 2, you would log in at 7 p.m. and then from 7 p.m. it will still be the same, but then when it's hitting 12 a.m. you see the traffic coming down. Then maybe around 1, 2, the odd call would come in until maybe 5, and then the calls would start coming back. So it was hectic. But at that place too, I think I even won an award for. First off, I got number 1 because we used to write an assessment, and I was first, and I won a shopping voucher at, I think it was the game shopping at the mall. I was given a shopping voucher because I was first. It's like we write an exam on, the things people ask us about, and I was first, and then at the time too, I was second best agent and all that. So they wanted to keep me. So by the time national service was over, they had customized my headphone.
Oh, really?
Kwasi Brenya Baah, yes. But in August you are supposed to break from service.
Yeah.
You have like a month leave.
Yeah.
So after I just went back and handed them my resignation letter, and they were, you know, and those guys had come to know because we used to, work at the same place. They were like, Kwasi, I didn't know, Charlie, you wait until you get some other, or you have some employment. I said, no. So you see, but it is what it is, basically. So wow. I didn't even stay at that place.
You took that bold step.
Yes.
So at what point did you also realize that you could sing? Because honestly, I live with you in Sunyani, but I didn't know Brenya to be a music person.
Yes.
Even university days,
I never climbed any stage until after university.
I see.
I never climbed any stage to perform. When I was a kid, Sunday school, I would act. You know, in the plays, I would yes. But I never climbed any stage to perform any music. Junior high, senior high, university. Our first performance was after actually KNUST.
So it means, I want to know, during your days at KNUST, were you writing songs? Did you have in mind? Did you have the feeling? Did you have the urge that you could do music, and you paused on it? That when I finish school, I do, or when you finish school, it triggered.
No. You see, music doesn't happen along the way. You know? Yeah, music doesn't happen along the way. Like any musician has had it from day one, but maybe the decision to take it professional is something maybe you decide on later in life. You know, so for me it was at Prempe. I had this guy housemate, OT house Prempe, and you know, they would go on stage, and I've forgotten their group name. They were in the group, and then I would tell him, "Oh, Charlie, you come for some lines. Okay. So I would give you some lines, and then he would go on stage to perform and all that. But it never even crossed my mind
to do it yourself.
Yeah, to do it myself.
Okay.
And then at Take Two, I remember we had a studio. You know, we used to record with a PC microphone, and then Scrooge, from Pong, he would program beats because he had the ability to use Fruity Loops and then make beats, and then they would record, and we would record and all that. You see, so that was the music for me. But you see, all these things I was doing them, but after senior high at the time, from Pong, we were living in the same area at the time, and he was always like, when he meets people, like he wants to rap. You see, he's the person doing himself the rap, and then he and some Kofi Bona, Kanana, ex-cowboy, like they would always, Charlie, we are battling each other, come and judge, and then they would be listening to them, and then and one time he came to my house, but I knew at the time he had started making beats, and he came to my house, and I was writing, you know, and he said, Charlie, he has some beats, so he started playing the beat, and then he was trying to do a remake of Jay-Z's song Cry.
Okay.
Had ding 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 ding. Forget. But then he played the beat on his laptop, and then I started rapping, right? And nobody had heard me rap.
Okay.
You know? So when I started rapping, it was like, ha! And then he ran out of the you see, he ran out of the room, right? It was like, ha! Papa, Jimmy, ha! And when he was saying that, I said, yeah, Jimmy, I'm watching on why you didn't all those. But then I would say Scrooge is the reason, because Scrooge always had music in him. You see, it's sad he didn't pursue, because he was a very talented person. Because I remember when I had Fruity Loops on my machine, I didn't even know what to do with it. He came and copied it, and then within a few days, he was actually programming beats that made sense, you know, but he never pursued it.
Before you go on, people will want to know who the Scrooge actually. Yeah.
Okay, so Scrooge was I was in a rap group called SRC, State Rappers Council.
I think that was a fantastic name.
Yes, State Rappers Council. So even my Facebook name, not my like Brenya page, but my normal profile on Facebook, is Brenya SRC. And people meet me and what's the meaning of the SRC? Why were you an SRC president or whatever? But you see, it's like I've kept it State Rappers Council, because at the time it was rap. But then after school, I wanted to take the music serious, and Scrooge was like, Charlie, me this music thing. It's not for me.
Okay.
You know, yeah, it's not for me. Me, Charlie, me, I don't think I can. You know, Charlie, you there. So at the time, Scrooge left, but then in my area too, Odd Number was there, and Odd Number was a rapper, and then Odd Number at the time was also in a group with Viba. You see, so after Scrooge left, like they came and then we maintained the SRC. Then we did, I mean, a couple of mixtapes, but then at the point I was like, Charlie.
So all these guys were Sunyani squad?
No, at the time I wasn't even in Sunyani. At the time I was in Accra.
Okay.
You see, I was in Accra. Odd Number was in Sunyani, and the other guy, Vince Viban, was in Cape Coast University. Okay. So it was like, I mean, we have to record. Okay, where do we go? Okay, we are going to Piwizels at Kumasi. So maybe Odd will travel from Sunyani, and then I will go from Accra, and then. But I left the group quite. I mean, I can say I dissolved the group because I realized we didn't have one focus.
I see.
You know, we didn't have one focus, and I left. I mean, I didn't. It's not like I left. I had a meeting with them. I traveled to Sunyani when Viban was on vacation, so I traveled there. And then we had a meeting because you see a group should have one focus. You know, it's if you are focused as a group, you go very far. You know, but we were not. Some of the things we used to argue about were too trivial. So I realized, you know, we are not of the same mind. So it was a waste of time. So I told them, Charlie, I don't think this thing is going to work. Because of this and that. So me, if you need me for anything, just holler at me. And if I need you to, I'll holler at you. But right now, I don't want us to be wasting our time with this. But this thing is not going to work.
So after you left, you decided to do Highlife?
No. At the time, I wasn't even a singer.
Okay.
At the time, I was a hardcore rapper.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I was a hardcore rapper. And in 2013, that was when I released my first single as a solo act, you know, life. And when you go and just Google Brenya Life on YouTube, and I released Life in 2013 December, and that song won me 2 awards at the Ghana Ghana Gospel Music Awards. It was organized by Adum, and me, I didn't even know, you know. Okay. And Dusty is a brother, you know. He's a friend, but I think we've passed that stage where, I mean, Andy is a brother. So I gave the song to him, and he really liked the song, and then he started playing it, and I think people were asking, who is this? And then he played, and then he got the nomination. I didn't even know me. I was there some morning, damn, sorry, make sure they say, someone sent me a message, Charlie, but you know, say you get nomination. Say, Master, which nomination? Oh, they nominate you for some awards. So me say, Master, Charlie. Me sorry, you are. And then Zion Felix sent me a message on.
Okay.
On
Facebook.
No, at the time BBM.
Okay, BlackBerry.
Message.
Okay, you were the top guys in town. Who is BlackBerry?
Forget it. That boy is not with BlackBerry. Who will be BlackBerry?
Tybo.
Go and switch. He just wants to be on BlackBerry because he felt like that was the thing. Yeah, I mean, all shall pass, you know. So he hit me up like, oh, Charlie. So Zion Felix is actually the first blogger to interview me in Ghana. Yes, and then he did a story, and then he flew it, and then blah, 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 and then also. And I really campaigned for votes, you know. My cousin Harry, God bless him. I mean, my whole family, my brothers, Koku, Ben, my mom, everyone was trying to put in their best. But Harry really went hard for me. He would tell his church people, all his groups, and everywhere, you know. And then we did the event at National Theatre, and I won. I was competing with Sarkodie, Trigmatic, and then I remember one question that they kept asking me, are you sure you are going to win against these people? And I was like, oh, I mean, these names are all bigger than mine at this time. But if it's about the art of music, the artistic quality of my music matches up to all these people. So if it's what we are competing about, then I think yes. I mean, because life is like one of the deepest songs ever written. It's not because I wrote it, you know, because at the time, you see, let me tell you one sad story. I recorded live in Kumasi.
Okay.
Kumasi, and I wrote live like 100%. The rap and the chorus, like the melodies, everything I wrote. By the time I wasn't singing, so I told Kopo to sing for me, and we recorded it.
Kopo Nazi.
He's in Elmina now.
Okay.
He's one of the Fanti Confederation. Shout outs to Fanti Confederation, and when Kopo did some dope singing, and then by the time after recording the song, we were in the studio around 11 something, and we were playing the song, and it was me, I think, Kopo, David Carter, and I forgot, I think Senyon was also around, and we were listening to it, and we were listening to the song, and you see, and boy started shedding tears. Because Charlie, grinding was 3 3 so. Charlie, you see, even myself, being the person who wrote the song, you see, it moved me, and it still does, because that was like our reality. You know, we were grinding. It felt like we were hopeless, but then we were grinding. You know, thanks to God, all those people in the studio at the time, right now, if you ask all of them, they've all made progress in the same thing we are doing. So it's like, you know, so I mean, I don't even remember the question you asked me,
but can you do a bit of live for us?
Live? I don't think. Have you ever performed live? And I don't know. Oh, Brenda for more. And that's all my intinu. Dachi yebedru. Hey, one country my obo. And that's all my intinu. Dachi yebedru. I say, yes, see what Brian Brenya, I will never rest. Uso anije nkoa unyina na to ne bre de obedi mpo ehwan ye din ni nyina je wo hye wo tompa so a wontumi na wani mpo mo pre wotare ana wai anyina kunsu ana pai obra ye wo se dai wo yo bo anka wa pai abusua yi wani amonti asantenkai wo ko wunkoto dwanim da wo bompai se awurade kai me na mani so time me e kayi dan me obra yi wan me Papa wa danyane na tamfu yanyame mani so ya yedru okwan yi ya ware na nso wo hu hwe eye osenyame adogo wadwum ye wadwen bone.
You've tried. I always ask myself, you musicians, like the way you remember your lyrics, do you have to from time to time go back to the music to listen to it so I don't forget?
Yes, I mean, first off, I have songs I don't even remember until I open my music folder and then I'm scrolling. Hey, you swear there was something you release you. You see how it's like because you see when you release a song, the mind is anyway the now I recording. I released Pampana last year, I think in March, but I recorded Pampana 7 years ago.
Oh, really?
I'm telling you, I recorded Pampana in 2013.
Wow.
Yes. Alomo Kito, I released it in December. I recorded Alomo Kito about 4 years ago.
Wow.
So you see, musicians are always recording. The same way you go to work every day.
Yeah.
Recording is, you know. So any musician who doesn't like to record, I mean, that person, I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but we are always recording. So it's like you have way too many songs and then for me, the decision to even decide which song to release is
difficult.
It's difficult because it's like, the vibe, you see, it's always a hassle. You see, but I mean, for the songs there, so like you said, so like to your question,
you know, yeah.
Sometimes you have to like listen to the song over and over before it comes back. Sometimes, I mean, that's why we rehearse, because sometimes you forget, you know, because you have a lot of songs. And you see, musicians, if I go to the studio and I record a song right now, brand new music, it's like, and I feel good about the song, I can listen to the song about 1,000 times. Then I get tired of it and then I go and record another one and now, yes. So like you know your songs, but
one here on your rehearsals.
I mean you can forget, and then it also depends on how you record as an artist.
Okay.
You know, there are some musicians who write everything. They write all their music, like all the lyrics of their music. But me, I don't write my content.
Really?
No, I don't write. I stopped writing music in 2013, so like with a pen and a paper. In 2013, you see Pampana, Brian go baby, I ain't today. The first 4 lines, you too far fast, and then they make you spread that love, make it ten. Obia bomwa, we no go belly.
Kono se den obia ponya den.
Obia bomwa.
Ah, okay.
Obia bomwa yembi.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, when you were singing it, you didn't sing it right.
Yeah, because for me, like musicians, I don't know whether it's a strategy or a style, I don't know. Musicians, almost all the musicians, do baby, I'm at my boss, I'm feeling bisa.
Oh yeah,
but my tell you, I
can. It's only a few of Lumba's songs I can actually like sing along 100%. Because most of his songs I don't even hear a lot of stuff, and I sing them, and there are a lot I sing wrongly until like maybe at the point I'll be like, Lumba, someone know I'm quiet, but you see how so it so stays, but
yeah,
I don't think it's intentional, and I don't think it cuts across. But sometimes maybe the way like the lyrics are crumpled up, or I mean, are sung, yes, maybe it makes it difficult for.
Okay. Yes. So you've done Pampana, right? You've given us Pampana. That's why you started the interview with.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I give you Pampana, and then we've also done Kelly Willy.
We've done Kelly Willy. What can you give us so that we refresh? I mean, it's post-Christmas celebration.
Post-Christmas,
and the country is tensed. And around who they see Parliament, you know.
I just say MPB Koko, we have ballot papers. So like I mean, someone
ballot papers.
I chanced upon it in a WhatsApp group, but it should be like. Charlie was still just one issue. I don't pay attention to. Okay, it's not intentional because the later. I mean, I like to these days.
Yeah.
I wasn't a radio person, but I think from December, I somehow happened to be
tuning.
Just changing the frequencies and then listening.
What's going on?
Yes, I don't even listen to music on radio these days.
Okay.
I just tune into, and then I just flip the channels. And I heard MPB offer a ballot papers.
Carlos Nkrumah.
Tema West.
Yeah.
Tema West. I mean.
No.
That's what they call it.
Oh, Ghana.
I mean, like I said, I haven't read the story, so I don't know.
You know, we could find ballot box, you know, that could see her. Never you could find that could see her. You know, for about 3 hours, so they were misbehaving.
Oh, but me, I didn't even know this. So, like, is it a regular thing that happens that after every 4 years they do this and it goes deep into the night like it did yesterday?
Yes, it does. It does. Because say 4 years in this one, they must dissolve the previous parliament. You know, it's like being promoted from class 6 to GSS 1. So class 6, we assume say area and never 12 AM class 6 about you GSS 1. But ordinarily, in the concern a check, but because I think that the whole thing came about because of the majority issue. They both had 137, and an independent candidate. So we didn't know, or they didn't know who would be selecting the majority leader. And both parties, they were all irate. You know, Obian Pese Obakui majority Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah, but I think this morning I heard that it was Bagbin.
Yes, and you know, I'm about to abano NPP ni be toma. Me dead your mountain, Minyang King said but I think that's how it came about. And you know, the country is tense. Let's do some music, yeah. Let's do some music, yeah.
Nothing bad is going to happen in this country, but it depends on us though. Nothing is automatic.
Yeah.
Peace is not automatic. We have to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget it, Anna.
And then you forget the politicians now.
Yeah, forget it. Okay. I released Forgetting sometime last year. I've forgotten the time. I think I released Forgetting after Pampana. So So this song, right, we are performing this song together. So if I say forget you, and you respond with forget it. It's kind of like a game, you know. Da 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 da. I'm quiet, baby, I'm quiet, yeah, baby, I'm quiet, I'm quiet. We a police and cry. Want to mean your police and barrows. Forget you, young court, forget it. Usukunia, Ukita lighter, a pen. You see the young passy was it. Forget you, young court, forget it. Rasta man, then cheer my dear, now the boy light soup. Aha, high will pan, now Guinness, and the Castle Bridge. Say, woo, not the Udru Zion. That's who Bob Molly, I may have been so because I'm an angel, so Rastafari. On few. Forget you. Forget it. Forget. On few, bruh. Now, Pastor was so, when she come, when you can cherry. Oh, my prophecy. I said, no, I didn't come. What is also prefer with congregation, bro, 150. Forget you. Forget it. What your two Sakura was a Bruni girlfriend that was Oxford Street. In fact, forget you. Forget it. Michael Jackson. Again, say we for bo show. Our Japan, my mom for collapse and to Kumasi Bantama with me and your fans. I changed the Lumba there. Walk away. Forget you. Forget it. Bad man. Monko can't man, no bad man. Say, or Kini Mutan, Kora, answer now, all bling bling, you know. Now, Oboba J. Adolfo, I say what the black Chinese. Forget you. Forget it. Now, Africa, now, open politician, now, over 6 packs. Forget you. Forget it. What 17 years for Africa? Open the found for 17. Forget you. Forget it. I'm quiet, baby. Aburo. I'm quiet. Yeah, baby. Aburo. Yeah, baby. Aburo. I'm quiet. I'm quiet. Forget you. Then you beef burger, penny Kelly Willie. Forget you and you probably 50 penny, mamma, no, and your silver bed, the penny, and the Sunday movie. And you FIFA and a PS4 penny counters ball. Hey. Down on Messi, on the Cristiano Ronaldo, almost your winning go share, baby, get us some more time. What's your name, sir? Forget you, Yanko, forget it. They say forget you, forget it. I'm quiet. Thank you.
Wow. Charlie, you are good. You know, when I meet people, I like to let them feel how I feel. It's not that I know you, it's not that we've been together, but I really want to tell you that you are good. You know,
Thank you, Charlie.
And I think you've progressed. I've been following you for, I mean, since you started your music journey. Now the fire is up there. You are just blazing, you know. But you mentioned promotion. Do you think that is, I mean, promotion is the reason Ghanaians have not really heard of Brenya?
I mean, I can say that, you know, and you see, for me, I like to tell stories. Around 2013, 2014, after I had won the award, I met someone who said, oh, Charlie, Bolare is his friend, so he could help me go to Empire. Then said, okay, so he did some calls and I had to go to Empire with a CD. And I had four songs on the CD.
Okay.
And those were all the songs I had in my life.
I see.
So even at that time I was like, so if these people sign me, I think I'm recording any day. You see, I mean, all those. But then, for me as a person, you see, every musician wants to be big. You know, and I want to be big because I feel like, I mean, I can't say talent-wise. I don't think I have someone I would say, oh, Charlie. See, because, you know, but it's not, it goes beyond the talent. It goes beyond the music. I mean, the music is very important. Well, the music is actually the product you are selling. See, but it goes beyond that. Plugs, promotion, basically. So, you see, we are working on it. Like you said, you followed me for a long time. Back then, I was a rapper. I could only rap. But I don't even remember the last time I rapped on a song.
Okay.
I have people who are always texting me, Charlie, but you tell people do some rap song with go, then you be dope proper, you do some. You see, but at the end of the day, me, I'm a musician. You know, people call me a Highlife musician, and I don't have any intention of changing that. But I have a reggae album in the studio.
I see.
You get it? Because I don't go to, I'm a creative. I don't go to the studio to say I want to record a Highlife song. I mean, you see, but the reason we call ourselves by those names is because you have to kind of have a placement, or you have to align so that when they are, let's say, talking about Highlife musicians, they talk about you too. They mention you too. Samini is a dance hall person, but Samini has Highlife songs. You get it? Chatawale has his song one Highlife song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, so we are creatives. We create. If I go to the studio and there's a beat that's playing and it's whatever, and it moves me to start creating something, I'll create it. I won't say, oh, this beat there, Charlie, me the dance on no me. No, you see. So it's all about promotion, plugs. But for me, even though I'm not where I want to be as a now, I enjoy the fact that as a talent, I have kept on improving, you know, because I have my own band. From somebody who was a rapper, I have my own band, a 7-piece band that performs, and I sing. Can sing for, stand on my feet and sing for 4 hours.
Wow.
Yes. And when I'm saying this, people are like, hey, 4 hours. But you see, when I am holding the mic and I'm singing, I'm working to get paid, but I'm actually having fun because I enjoy what I'm doing. You see, so the 4 hours sometimes seem like an hour. Our show at Republic Bar. So Republic Bar is a hub for talent, you know. A lot of musicians, great musicians have performed on their stage. The Ebo Taylors, everyone, you know, people who perform like real authentic music, they've all performed on the public stage. Our first performance as a band on the stage was at Republic Bar.
Wow.
We were supposed to end at 11, but we ended up closing the show around 1.
Wow.
Because the people didn't want to. I think we even came to that show.
Yeah, okay, that was the first, eh?
Yeah, that was the first.
Yeah, I was there.
That was our first performance.
That's about
Highlife Invasion.
2 years
No,
or
that was about, I think, 2017 September.
I think so.
Yes, and I love
came there.
And I love Kofi and Raja because, you know, at the time, you know, I was putting the band together. I was putting in my last, you know, rehearsals, and then we did some studio session, live session, and then I had gone to City FM to look for some DJ. Then Kojo Akoto saw me and said, Brenya, I've been looking for you. Tell me, we have this show on Saturday live, and I want you to come and blah blah blah. And then they said, okay, we will come. Then we went on Saturday live. So it was those videos. When I went to Republic Bar to talk to them, it's like, oh, show us something. So those videos I sent to them, and they were like, okay, then they booked a date and we went, and it was. See, even after the show ended, everyone didn't want to go, so we started singing Jama. We were just singing Jama and all them. So it's like the progress, you know. Right now, I don't even like performing with a CD. You know, I don't like miming. I mean, even back then when I was rapping, we would never rhyme. You can't be a Q boy and mime. It's a disgrace to, you see. So it's like, I feel music when it's live.
Okay.
You know, yes. So I see the progress. Even though I'm not out there, I'm earning money from my craft. You get it? And you can only earn money from your craft if you are actually good at it. You get it? Because if someone is booking a band to come and perform live, it's not about your name, you know. If you are popular and you can perform good, cool. But if, like, I am not up there yet, you know, and I still get bookings, you know, and it's not like they are they reoccur. Like if I get a booking here, those people, the likelihood that they would get back to me for another show is, you know, I love the progress I've made for myself as an artist, because I've learned, you know. It's not about being not that known that matters to me. It's about learning my craft, so that when the opportunity comes, because Oprah Winfrey said something. She said, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. There's nothing like luck in this world. If you are prepared for an opportunity and it happens, that's when you can say you were lucky. But if you are not prepared for an opportunity and then it happens, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Exactly my point. So it's like the preparation to face whatever.
Okay.
Is what, yes. So right now it's basically the plan for this year, 2021, is to go to the next level.
Okay.
You get it? There are reasons why I also slowed down a bit. Like after Kelewele, the plan for Kelewele was to actually, like from Kelewele, there was a plan, but then I had to kind of like really slow down on my music to attend to some family issues. The family is everything, like, so I had to kind of like pause a bit with my music to go handle some family stuff, you know. And I stayed away from music for about a year and a half. You see, and then I came back, and then you see the system is so competitive that if you stay away from music for even a year, for even a week, a month, you know, because it's new content every day from different people, you know, so it's like everybody is trying to grab your attention. So actually, when I slowed down for the 1.5 years after Kelewele, and I was kind of like releasing new music, I was expecting to maybe follow up from where Kelewele took me, but I realized I had been set back, so I had to start climbing up and pushing and all that. So I mean, we are in the process, you know.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
I know you're a fanboy, and the girls are watching.
Oh, I mean, fine boy any day, Joe. It was street too. I posted a picture.
No, street. I guess there's a street.
No. I posted a picture.
Street share street.
I posted a picture, right? And the guy said, "Hey, man, actually, you be fine musician." And I said, "Charlie, you was street, you pisco, you pisco." You see, I mean, like, to answer that question, you know, I'm in a committed relationship.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a new addition to the sort of relationship I've known. They say some is complex, some is single but attached. Yours is what? Committed relationship?
Committed relationship.
Well, like,
so basically a committed relationship is, I am committed to the relationship. Like, it's a serious relationship for me.
Okay.
I'm not like, kind of like, you know, we've progressed to the level where like we take each other and the relationship very serious.
Okay.
So like we are just playing around or testing the waters to see.
Okay.
No. So
you've tested the water already.
Of course.
You are now committed.
We've been together for a few years.
So you tested the water?
Yes. I mean,
for how long?
Water testing there.
For how long have you been testing the water?
Oh, I mean, low key.
Low key, just
low key.
Catch me.
No, low key. I have my reasons, but I mean, it's just a few years, you know.
Few years, so where is she? Where is she in Ghana? Is she in Accra with you?
Oh, I don't. As for a relationship, like truthfully, I have a girlfriend, like, and very serious about her in the relationship. But I don't want to talk too much about
her.
Yes, because I don't.
You want to hide her?
No, you see, it's not like I want to hide her.
You don't want to declare your assets?
No, I think it's not about declaration of assets, but I think I haven't. I feel like we need to have that conversation. I don't want to put her on a
public space,
like in a space she hasn't
prepared for.
Kind of like prepared for, giving me the go ahead.
But would you want
it's not my decision.
But would you want to bring her to the public?
Oh, of course. I mean, I don't mind because I'm
proud of her. Or you fear it will cut off some benefits.
Oh no. I mean, me. Or like first off, you see, me, I'm a very straight person. You see, I am not one of those, let's say, men who would meet a lady and then maybe they would hide their ring, or they are in a relationship and they would say they are not, or they are married and they would say that. No, like I said, you was street too. Street, you see, every street person is pretty straight. Like, Charlie, I'm in a relationship. I like you. It's straightforward. Those kind of, I mean, you put too much pressure on yourself. What do I say? Because you can't keep up with the lies.
I hear Brenya religion. I don't understand that one too.
Oh, I mean, Brenya religion is basically the name for my fan base.
Okay.
Like there's Beam and there's SM and all that. And the reason the name came about is because, I released music, like a new song, and then after a short time, someone hit me up. Oh, Charlie, now when are you dropping another song? I was like, oh, Charlie, I released this song like 2 weeks ago. He said, Charlie, they follow your music like you be religion. What did I say? So then we said, okay, then Brenya religion. So that's kind of like a name for my fan base. Okay.
Brenya, it's been fantastic talking to you.
Yes.
And I'm honored that you had time for us on Talk to Solomon.
Yes.
Could you put your social media handles there, and also if any telephone numbers so people could book you for their shows?
I mean, at Brenya Music, everywhere. At Brenya, BRENYAMUSIC. Twitter. I'm not very active on Twitter. I'm not very active on any social media platform, but I mean, I'm still learning, because if it wasn't for music, I'm not sure even I'd be on the platform. Even though sometimes I go and I snoop and all that, but I'm at Brenya Music. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and as for the booking there, Charlie, parties in the area, I fire Joe. Book us your company's end of year, beginning of year, whatever event. 0267898888. Very simple number. 0267898888.
So 8 years and
8 near 4.
8 near 4. Okay.
026789. Then 48. So book us.
Okay.
We will bring the life to your party. Straight up, crispy net.
Okay. Right. So this has been Talk to Solomon. We came to you from Accra, somewhere in Accra. We caught up with Brenya and his guitarist, Coffee Strings. My goodness. But you know, I used to sing. Maybe I have to come to you for tutorials so that I revive my career. Yeah.
Yes. I'll even give you some tutorials on
some tutorials. But I've lost that voice. Once I met you, could be an answer. Me, I'm saying you want to be giant.
But when it's on the course, SDA.
I don't know. In that time, we got practice.
SDA only to the.
Let me tell you about.
Oh yeah, sell it out.
Charlie.
Oh yeah.
And then I have to come back. I was a rapper and singer. Yeah. But when I said it, people don't believe it. So I'll come back to music. Thank you so much for watching this interview. Wherever you are, can you subscribe to the channel for us? Subscribe to the channel for us so that you get notifications whenever we post. Yeah, I don't think you would want to miss such great shows like this. So Brenya, let's enjoy some.
Okay, so this song is titled Chapia. Just a simple chorus we are going to sing. If I say, oh, da, so me dem, they respond. Oh, da, so me dem. So let's go. Oh, da, so me dem, they respond. Oh, da, so me dem. And one. Senor, dear, we have a matu. Also saw me multi-time me on set tattoo. Oh mama kuma told me me dream come true. Oh fear kwa wasem kwa mecha me shekambu. Osono ujemi nkwado na menu. Yeto uno ujemu nkame kwa kofu. Oda so mi demo, Oda so mi dem, Oda so mi demo, Oda so mi dem. Betia manu, mame wene se chapia fawano. Betia manu, mame wene se chapia Oda so mi demo oba, Oda so mi dem. Oda so mi dem city. Oda so mi dem. Ma kosi adompo. Make us a member one encontro.
My goodness.
One drinking one day. Who join me a man for prayer. Me show him for what don't tell. Nemo yami one. Ya udia mama didi ya ukwanda uni. Da 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 da, wangin in the meeting. Oda so mi demo, Oda so mi dem, Oda so mi demo, Oda so mi dem. Betia mano, mami wene se chapia fawano. Betia mano, mami wene se chapia Oda so mi dem oba. Oda so mi dem. Oda so mi dem city. Oda so mi dem. Ma kozi adombo. Mi gaza mi bewaneya. Thank you. Me show you. Yeah, you right.
Yeah.